Hey everybody, welcome to the Ice Cream Social.
This is a show where we talk about stuff and usually eat ice cream.
We don't have any this week because we don't care.
There's an expired drumstick in the freezer.
Probably not going to eat that
I
though.
want that.
You notice we're in a different setting. We're at the lovely Andrew Dismukes' house. We're down in our hometown this week. We're doing a little impromptu episode. I've been down here for about a week. He just came down last night, right? Last night? What, Saturday?
Last night.
Yeah, last night. Yeah, there we go.
Sunday.
Today's Monday. Yeah. So, Saturday night, while I was waiting on you, anyway,
I just cannot. This humidity.
it's
and
the
this
air.
pollution.
We're in a horrible place.
Armpit.
Don't move to where we're at. It's Port Neches, Texas. It's an awful place.
95% of you already live here.
Yeah. Well, if you're here, get out.
Okay, continue.
So anyway, there is. All right. Okay. So I have a friend, mutual friend of ours. He might be in a video soon. I don't know. Maybe he's kind of cool guy. His name's Jace. Saturday morning, he asked me if I would like to hang out Saturday night, and I said sure. Later in the day, he said, actually, my girlfriend is serving crawfish at a little place called Mudbugs, and it's about halfway to Mauriceville.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh,
Got
sha.
that Cajun stuff in there.
Cajun.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's a bar called Mudbugs in the middle of nowhere, and she was serving crawfish, and he knew the guy that was making the crawfish, something like that. And I was like, yeah, I'll eat crawfish. Why not? So he gets off work and I drive to his house, and we get in his Jeep and we drive up to Mauriceville, and we arrive at Mudbugs, where the first thing we could see is a lifted truck that I could literally walk under. It was that tall. And it had...
Is it a monster truck?
No, it was F-250, just
F-250.
lifted really high. And it had neon green lights under it that he left on because he's obviously really cool.
Because his penis is the biggest.
Yeah. So we're already like taking candid photos of everything with our flash off. We walk in and there's a lady and a man at the door, and the lady is like, "Hey guys, I need you to fill out this membership form so we can serve you liquor." And I'm not of age, so I was like, well, I'm not old enough. I'm not gonna get any drinks. And she's like, "Oh, you don't gotta do it." And then the guy standing there just looks at me and says, "Shoot, you hadn't said anything, I'd have given you anything you wanted." And then the lady punches him in the arm and goes, "No, I was gonna ID him." And then I was just like, I didn't know what to do. And then she was like, "Well, because you're honest, I'm just gonna draw the X's on your hand." So I think this one's still kind of there, if you want to look. But anyway, this guy was really funny, and he had mentioned that the night before, whatever the group of people that like regulate alcohol sales had walked in, and there was an underage guy drinking, and because he was like running the bar or something, they tried to drag him out and arrest him, and they were like, "If you don't cooperate, we're gonna take you downtown." And I was just like, "Oh, that's a shame. I can't believe they would do that to you."
Why are prisons always downtown?
I don't know.
That
That's a
seems
good
like
question.
the last place you want all your really dangerous criminals to be is in the highly populated, dense.
Well, in
area.
this area, downtown has nobody.
It's also
That's I mean, downtown where we live, yeah, that's where the stuff.
but our prison, our police station where they have the little cells isn't really downtown because our downtown is like a quaint.
It's
village.
like yeah, you're
it's
right.
like
you're
50s Americana, just captured in a moment.
But
Bum Phillips Way.
Yeah, Bum Phillips Way, great football coach.
Anyway,
But
continue.
so this guy just keeps talking to me about he was just being the most southern person I could ever imagine, and I had a spectacular time talking with him. And he walked away, and we walk in, we find his girlfriend, Jace's girlfriend, and they gave us some crawfish. And we were eating it, and it was really good, by the way. We got there late, so all the good stuff was going, like all the big ones were had earlier. We had a bunch of the little ones. There were a few big ones. But we're eating and it was great. And then the guy comes in and like it was about midnight at this point. Like it's really late. And the guy comes in, the guy that was cooking the crawfish, and says, "Jace, I could really use your help while we're packing up all the stuff." He uses like a hose to like drain the water out of the big pot, and he drains it into like a ditch or something somewhere else. So he asked Jace if he could help him wind up that hose, which is obviously really long because he's cooking these crawfish like really far away. And so Jace leaves. So I'm left alone with Amity and the guy who was cooking the crawfish's wife. And they were all dancing music. We're at a bar, and I'm just sitting there chuckling. The song "Hey Ladies" came on, and and I love that song because a good friend of ours, Chris, always listens to that whenever he goes to a party. So I was like videoing it, sending it to another friend of ours to show him that that song came on. And while I am doing this, to my right, a beer just gets slammed on the table next to me, and I just turn and look at the guy, and I was just like, "Can I help you?" And he was like, "I just want to put my beer here." And I was like, "Okay, go for it. I have no issue with that." And he just stumbles off. And I was like, "All right, that was pretty weird." Then I just feel something leaning on the back of my chair. And then something starts leaning on my back. And I'm like, "Okay, what's going on?" I turn and it's him. He just has his shoulder leaning on my back. And he's just kind of like looking forward. And I didn't say anything to him. In hindsight, probably should have. And then the unthinkable happens. He kisses the back of my neck. And then just goes, "I love you guys." And then just grabs his beer and walks away. And I was sat there just like, did this really just happen to me?
I wish I could quit you.
It was just such a weird experience.
Brokebacky.
And, yeah, definitely. And, like, everybody that I was with was just like, "What did he just do?" And I'm like, "He kissed my neck." I'm pretty sure I was just sexually harassed by a redneck at some bar in the middle of nowhere. And they tell me that this man was the son of David Self, the guy that owns that Ford dealership.
David Self.
Yeah. So, David Self's son sexually harassing at a bar. And that's my experience being down here in Southeast Texas.
Sweet.
So, to those who don't live in Southeast Texas, don't come. And if you live in Port Neches, don't go to Mauriceville. Don't. Because a redneck will kiss you on the neck.
There was an episode of True Detective, they have to come to Beaumont. Yeah.
What? Really?
Because they're
That's
just
cool.
in Louisiana, like, just right over the border. So they were just like, "All right, we got to go over there because there's this is my Matthew McConaughey, by the way.
Yeah.
We got to go over there because there's this meth over there." And they were like, so like the reason they go over to Beaumont was because they have to go get this meth. And I was like, "Yeah, that's about why you'd come here."
Yeah, that's what we're known for, I guess. Maybe not.
I don't know. We're known for. I don't think
for
we're
oil.
Yeah, I mean, I don't run with the meth crowd, so I don't.
I'm sure there's a lot of it though.
Yeah, I imagine. Good bit deal of meth.
Yeah.
It's just Southeast Texas is a collision of the worst cultures coming together.
That
it's
is
like
very true.
White trash redneck colliding with like street gangs, and then also like suburban crazy people. It's just everything that like movies ever make fun of are all here, all clashing with each other.
Yeah, and I feel happy that we didn't get absorbed into that because we know people who are in every single group of that.
I know some street youths.
Yeah, I know one
or two.
Some converted ones.
The occasional street youth.
Yeah, but still, we grew up around it, and we didn't do it. So
that being said, there are some great people here. Like that's what I would say. Is that like I don't really like the area, but like everybody I knew here was like really
and like it's like difficult. Like everybody grows up and they're like you either have the reaction where you want to stay here for the rest of your life, or you need to leave, or you're conflicted because like you love the people that you hung out with all the time, like us. And but you know that there's more to offer
And this is the part of the show where we backpedal to avoid losing 95% of our audience.
Love you, porn H's. Yeah, I love it.
I had kind of a this was an Austin, but a similar kind of story. Was that, we were at I was doing comedy at Spider House Lounge. Jared De Lorenzus frequents it.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Lorenzus, and I was doing comedy. I was doing comedy there, and I was watching another comedian. Me and my buddy, we were watching this other comedian, and then we would all laugh. And there's this guy behind us named Chad, of course, who was laughing as well. And he had this really obnoxious laugh. So whenever he would laugh, we would like turn and look at him and kind of chuckle because it was like a weird.
Yeah.
And so he kept turning around and laughing, and then like he just leans in one time and he just goes, "If you turn around one more time, I'm going to punch all of your faggot teeth out of your faggot face, and then I'm going to eat every single one of them, and then I'm going to gouge out your eyes and shove them up my ass." And then we were just, like, both of us, we were just trying not to. We had the weirdest combo of terrified and wanting to bust out laughing. So we were both just like... I just slowly turned back.
I can imagine.
Towards the stage, and we just
Good
were
Lord.
Like, and then later, the host comes up and was like, "Hey, I'm sorry about Chad. He's on shrooms right now."
See, that's something that doesn't happen. Like, people here are just crazy because they're crazy. I guess in Austin, people are crazy because they.
And then we went the next week. We were performing again at Spider House, and he came up and he's like, "Hey, I'm pretty sure I threatened to like punch y'all's teeth out last time. I'm like really sorry about that."
Oh my god!
My favorite thing is he called them our faggot teeth.
Yeah, the faggot teeth. Get your faggot teeth out of here.
Oh, hey, I don't mind the heterous teeth.
But because they're faggot teeth, they're worse.
I like it. The Rub Plant Productions hates the word faggot.
We do,
and all that it
which
means.
is why we said it.
Gay people are the greatest.
Yeah,
I love them so much.
We're not gay though.